Hi, welcome back. I'm Stephanie from Primal Heart Healing. I'm happy that you found this message. I'm sure it means that there's something here for you, and I'd love for you to take this journey with me today. This week, we're diving into a collective energy forecast, channeled guidance, intuitive insight, and spiritual activations to help you navigate your life, your relationships, and your inner world. So it is a journey, and I'd like you to take a deep breath and relax and be here and be present. I know sometimes I have a hard time watching videos if they're not going fast enough, but this intent is to slow it down and be present. I have so many stories I want to share with you about how I have conducted my own healing journey. It's written in my book, Chakras and Shadow Work, and really have overcome some obstacles that I never thought I would be able to overcome, and even faced grief that I ignored for a decade, didn't even realize I was enduring the grief that I was feeling. I just said, nope, I'm not grieving, nothing's happening. And I have gained incredible strength, and I hope that my videos help you gain incredible strength within your own self as I teach you the things that I did in my own shadow work and help guide you through your shadow work. Each week, I'm going to tune into collective energy, what I see the themes of in myself and my clients, and socially, globally, around everything, just what the collective energy is. I'm not an astrologer, but I do have a mother who's been an astrologer for 50 years. And I know a surface level of astrology. So this is not an astrological reading. This is a channeling of energy. This is what I'm feeling collectively. And it's so interesting when we all seem to agree on what's going on, the themes of our world, our global society. These messages may speak to your personal journey, to your soul's growth, or the transitions happening in your life. Remember, the messages you resonate with are meant for you. Let me explain that. You give out energy, you give out bad signals, you have energy swirling around you and within you. And when you hear something that resonates, what it's doing is it's pinging an energy system running through your body, streaming through your body. And that means it's meant for you. Listen. Have you ever listened to a song and maybe a word is louder than the rest of the words, or a phrase, or the chorus, or today the same song that you've listened to over and over again seems a little bit more clearer? That's because your energy internally is doing something. It's opened, it's the frequency is vibrating. You're aligned to that message in that moment. That's why when they say if it resonates with you, meaning your frequency, your energy, then it is meant for you. You can absorb it, you can take it, you can understand that information is speaking to you because you're asking for that message. It's magnetic. You're bringing and drawing it in. And so if it doesn't resonate, but you hear something and you go, oh my God, what if that's for me? But it's not resonating, you're not automatically going, that's for me, then it's not. Don't get stuck in the cycle of overthinking. Let it go because it's not matching the vibration. It's matching what's meant to be heard in that moment. And some of my videos, I'm sure, will hit you and will resonate with you. And you will say, that's what I needed to hear today. And some of them you might say, Stephanie, you got nothing for me. I got to go. And that's okay too. So just be in the moment, be present, understand that these videos will hit you when you attract them. This week, I'm noticing a lot of energy of release, awakening, realignment. Many may be called to step into a new phase. It might even feel like you're a brand new person. It might feel like shedding old identities and outdated patterns. You might think something out of habit and realize you don't even believe that thought anymore. It doesn't do for you anymore. And that's what the theme of this week is: detoxing, right? Shedding, releasing, purging. I know for me, it's been about 12 days. It's been 12 days of deep purging on every single level: physical, spiritual, emotionally, mentally, just letting go. And I am having those thoughts where I'm like, yeah, but, and I want to, and blah, blah, blah. And then it's this overwhelming, I don't actually care anymore. That thought doesn't resonate with me anymore. And I see that happening across the board. You might feel both excited and fearful at the same time. And that's what we're really going to work with today. I know when we come upon a blank page, it's scary and exciting because anything can happen, which means anything good can happen and anything bad can happen. And we're hardwired for survival. So we're always scanning for what could go wrong. That's part of our primal energy system to survive. So we have to be aware that there's danger out there. Except we tend to hold on to that bad signal a little harder. And in this day and age, we have so many conveniences to scan the danger for us. We have so much wisdom. We have so much knowledge. We have the ability to even gain more wisdom and knowledge. And so that instinct of survival is turning into almost a toxin in our body, and it's hard to reconcile. And so one of the things you're going to learn if you stick with me is how to reconcile when it's needed fear and when it is toxic fear, and when it is okay to really be excited about these blank pages and these new journals and journeys and new versions of you. Upgraded versions, elevated versions, beautiful versions, just new. Here's what I'm seeing in the energy for this week. We're breaking old cycles. Patterns that no longer serve you are being highlighted. Relationships, work, and even old belief systems may feel unstable, but this is a signal that it's time to release. I've had a couple experiences lately where I tried to force myself into situations because it's where I've always been, places I always typically belonged, and it just didn't feel right. I couldn't do it. And I'm in a between space. Where is this new version of me? I can't go backwards to a version of me that lived a decade ago. I can't go backwards to a version of me that lived 5 years ago. And I'm learning that I can't go back to a version of me that even lived 2 years ago, a year ago. This is an acceleration of really releasing things that don't serve me and don't serve you. And it's okay to be in that void, in that in between, until we find our new spaces. We're having heightened sensitivities. Emotions and intuitions are stronger. And that is very true. You may feel things more deeply or be drawn to certain people, places, or experiences that trigger inner growth, or even be drawn to inwardness if your intuitions are heightened. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to your energy needs. If it is under a blanket, then stay under a blanket. If it's going to a drum circle, go to a drum circle. Whatever is really, you're going to feel that pull much stronger. Your intuition is going to outweigh your insecurity in this week. And I love that. There's inner clarity emerging. You're starting to see through the indecision with your energy, maybe not with your thoughts yet. It doesn't have to be that we have this knowing, but we have this draw, this feeling. Confusion may arise at first, but there's still this strong push to move forward and to take those next steps and really trust those nudges from your body and your dreams and your synchronicities. This week, it's really all about the body, the energy, what you're feeling. And you don't have to have all the answers. That's the beautiful part, is we're going to get the answers once you take that step. I want you to notice where your energy is being pulled and what areas feel heavy and stagnant, like they can't breathe. These are signals for what needs attention this week. Shadows surface around identity, boundaries, maybe past betrayals. Check in with yourself and Don't just hear the story replaying. Ask what the theme of the story is. Don't just see the past or the trauma or the wounds, but ask yourself, what's the theme here? Is this an identity shift? Is this an old version of me leaving? Are these boundaries that I keep stepping over myself, allowing myself to break my own boundaries? Or are these betrayals? What are the themes, not just the stories? You may feel triggered by people, situations that challenge your self-worth. Old fears around abandonment, being misunderstood may reappear. Pay attention to repetitive thoughts, stories, dreams. These are messages from your unconscious, your subconscious, and your spirit guides, saying this is a wound you haven't tended to. This is a place in your life you keep acting on that is no longer happening, but you're acting as if you're still surviving that moment. Instead of resisting these stories, instead of saying that's no longer happening and just shoving it, that's not the time for that. This is the time for you to lean into it. Observe and acknowledge what's coming up for you. You're not feeding them. You're just observing them. And again, feel them. Ask yourself, what's the theme here? What do I keep recycling over and over again? And what lessons have I not yet learned or understood? What is this teaching me? We can transmute these energies through many avenues, multiple tools, breath work, movement, ceremony, ritual, energy work. And I'm going to guide you through a couple of those things. Meditation. The point is to bring it up and out, to make it leave your network of energy so that you don't keep repeating these cycles. You don't keep repeating the same relationship over and over again with a different face. You don't keep attracting the same situation and circumstances. Here's what we're going to do. This is the flow of the energy this week. A grounded practice. Each morning, place your hands on your heart and your belly and take a deep breath and visualize roots connecting you to the earth. You don't have to do this for 20 minutes. You can do it for 20 seconds, but really visualize that energy from the bottom of your feet, the soles of your feet. Feel it connecting and stabilizing into that silky soil beneath the ground, beneath the tile, beneath the carpet. Really go deep and ground your energy. I'm also asking you to do some journal work this week. Write down those reoccurring thoughts, because sometimes we need space from them. I'm telling you to look at the themes, but you might not know the theme yet because it's just that hamster wheel. So write it down, purge. And don't think about grammar or sentence structure or making it pretty. Just release it. The fears, the thoughts, the triggers, anything that's coming up. This is also called automatic writing. You don't want to think about what you're writing. You want the writing to become what you're thinking. I know that sounds a little awkward, but think of it this way. There's a hamster wheel. There's this churning going on and it has nowhere to go. And so you're taking that energy and you're just pouring it out. You're not rethinking about it as you're pouring it out. You're just letting your hand take those thoughts, travel down your arm and onto the page. And then give yourself a day or two before you even look at it or read it, or maybe take all week to write down all of the things and then go back next week and recognize there is a theme here. There's something happening here. We're going to do a little ritual for this week also. I want you to light a candle and focus on that beautiful flame and silently release what no longer serves you. Visualize the energy dissolving and your aura becoming lighter. I want you to understand that these kinds of visualizations really work, except people expect them to work right away. These are not instant gratification tools. These are tools that create foundations. These are tools that help your energy system relax and heal and start working and traveling towards the energy that you want to attract, the journey that you want to have. And so the more you do this visualization, the more you're changing your future. The more you're headed towards exactly what you want. And if that's releasing this energy of betrayal, you're not going to wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden forget about your past betrayals, but you will wake up one day and all of a sudden forget about your past betrayals. It's a small rewiring trick tool that really works. These are those moments where in 3 months from now, somebody may bring up an old story and you're going to go, oh my God, I forgot that used to hurt so much. You know, I also want you to imagine that bubble of white light, an energetic protection of golden light around you, sealing your energy and keeping external energies at bay. And this is something that I do every day, no matter if I'm going out in public or staying home. And I do it around my house, and I do it around my car, and I do it around when I am out in public. It looks like a honeycomb. And that honeycomb is a force field of energy, of protection. And it works like I am rubber, you are glue. Unless you invite the energy in, you are protected. That quantum field is real. And when you give it energy and you extend out your own energy into that protection field, you're strengthening it. When you ignore it, you're weakening it. And so you're putting intention into that quantum field of energy that you can be protected. You can keep external projections out of your energy field. And now we're going to do an activation meditation. I want you to close your eyes and place your hands on your chest, on your heart, and say, I am aligned with my higher self. I trust my guidance. I step into my sovereignty. These practices will help you remain centered, protected, and aligned with the energies that are supporting your growth. Pause the video, write them down. You're going to do a grounding practice every morning. You're going to do shadow integration journaling every morning or every night. You're going to light a candle and you're going to visualize the energy you're releasing dissolving and your aura becoming lighter. I used to do this. I'm going to go back to this one because I want to share with you the way that I would see it. It was like, that twinkling lights, they would just dissolve and I would visualize them. I still do. I visualize that old energy, those twinkling lights dissolving and going into trees. Because in my mind, I see it as the carbon dioxide I'm blowing out and the oxygen that the trees are giving back to me. So I'm feeding some energy system by releasing this and allowing it to transmute. And I change and I grow and I receive gifts of growth back when I do that. And then the fourth thing is the energy protection, that bubble of light, that force field in the quantum. And then the meditation. Now I want to share some direct guidance from the collective energy and higher realms. Messages just for you in this moment right now. It is time to release the weight you've been carrying in your heart. Let it go with compassion and grace for yourself. Your intuition is awakening for a purpose. Trust the subtle nudges and the small signs. They are a roadmap. Work in your body. You're stepping into a version of yourself that honors both your strength and your softness. This is your power. Notice which words make your body tingle or spark emotion. Those are your personal activations. Those are the ones I want you to lean into and feel right now. You may feel heat or goosebumps or a lightness in your chest. These are signs of realignment. You might even feel them in your hands. Wherever you feel that energy, trust it. Take a moment to integrate these messages. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Imagine a golden light entering through the crown of your head and filling every cell in your body. Feel the energy of this week's guidance settle into your mind, your heart, and your soul. Set an intention for how you will respond to these energies. Perhaps it's a decision, an action, or simply a choice to observe. At the end of the week, doing these 5 steps, notice what subtle changes you've made or what decisions you might now want to make. Remember, alignment doesn't mean perfection. It's about feeling your way through life with awareness, self-love, and sovereignty. Thank you for allowing me to be with you this week. If you feel called to dive deeper into shadow work, rituals, or spiritual activations, you can join the Primal Heart Healing membership for ongoing guidance. That is a group call twice a week. And so you can have 3 hours with me every week if you join the membership, which is about $600 discount. You can also do the one-on-one coaching, which is available for you at any time. You just click on that link, book a call right now, and you'll get connected to me. I also have a subscription that you can get, which will give you more writings that I have done. It'll also give you ceremonies and some recipes for things like golden milk, things that I just feel are helping my body. So that's within the subscription. It's like the old day magazine subscriptions. You'll get some good recipes, good ceremonies, and good blog posting. You can also get my book, Chakras and Shadow Work. And I'm currently working on, depending on when you're seeing this, an online course that you can do in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to talk to anybody else in the group coaching sessions or the one-on-one coaching sessions. It'll just be there, a 12-week program for you to really level up. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'm really honored that you're here and that you found me. I'm going to keep making these videos, and hopefully I can keep helping you.